In the vast expanse of the American Midwest lies a stretch of highway that snakes through desolate plains and barren landscapes, where the horizon seems to stretch endlessly. This is where our story unfolds, amidst the solitude and darkness of the night. Jake Thompson, a seasoned truck driver with years of experience, found himself navigating this desolate highway on a moonless night. The only companions were the hum of the engine and the occasional crackle of the radio. As he drove, his mind drifted, lost in the monotony of the road. Suddenly, a bright light pierced through the darkness, illuminating the highway ahead. Jake squinted, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. The light seemed to hover in the sky, growing larger and brighter with each passing moment. Heart pounding, Jake instinctively hit the brakes, bringing his truck to a screeching halt on the deserted road. He watched in awe and terror as the light descended, casting an eerie glow over the surrounding landscape. With a sense of foreboding, Jake stepped out of his truck, his eyes fixed on the approaching light. As it drew nearer, he could make out the shape of a massive spacecraft, unlike anything he had ever seen. Its metallic hull glinted in the faint moonlight, and strange symbols adorned its surface. Frozen in fear, Jake could do nothing but watch as the spacecraft touched down on the highway, sending shockwaves through the earth. A door slid open with a hiss, revealing a ramp leading into the darkness within. Despite every instinct screaming at him to flee, Jake felt an irresistible pull towards the spacecraft. With trembling legs, he began to ascend the ramp, each step bringing him closer to the unknown. Inside the spacecraft, Jake found himself in a labyrinthine maze of corridors and chambers, bathed in an otherworldly glow. Strange machinery hummed and whirred, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As he ventured deeper into the bowels of the ship, Jake's sense of dread only intensified. He could feel eyes watching him from the shadows, and the air seemed to grow colder with each passing moment. Suddenly, he stumbled upon a chamber unlike any he had seen before. In the center of the room stood a towering alien creature, its form both beautiful and grotesque. Its skin shimmered with an otherworldly light, and its eyes gleamed with intelligence beyond human comprehension. Paralyzed with fear, Jake could only watch as the creature approached, its movements sinuous and graceful. It spoke in a voice that echoed inside Jake's mind, filling him with a sense of awe and terror. "We have been watching you," human, the creature said, its voice reverberating through Jake's consciousness. "Your species intrigues us, and we have chosen you to be our emissary." Before Jake could respond, tendrils of energy enveloped him, lifting him off the ground and suspending him in midair. He could feel the alien probing his mind, delving into his memories and thoughts with ruthless efficiency. As the moments stretched into eternity, Jake's mind was filled with visions of worlds beyond imagination, of civilizations that spanned the cosmos. He saw wonders beyond comprehension and horrors beyond description, and he knew that he would never be the same again. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the probing stopped, and Jake found himself standing once more on the deserted highway, the spacecraft nowhere to be seen. He stumbled back to his truck, his mind reeling from the experience. As he drove into the night, Jake couldn't shake the feeling that he was no longer alone, that something beyond human understanding was watching him from the shadows. And as he gazed up at the stars, he knew that the universe was far stranger and more terrifying than he had ever imagined.